Here we're looking at example 2, asking us to graph this system of linear inequalities. I'm going to go ahead and label this top one as our red. And just going ahead, and we notice that this guy is in standard form. There's really a couple ways you can graph this thing, but I think we'll just use the standard form with our box. So inside of our box, we have our cross with a 0, 0 on the main diagonal, and then x and y above him. Now if 0 is x, essentially this piece is gone, y would have to be 8. Likewise, if y is 0, essentially this piece is gone. 2 times what would give us 8? Well, 4 would do that. So in doing so, we now have 2 points. In fact, our x and y intercept here. Plotting those, we have 0, 8, which is right there, and then 4, 0 is right here. Now when we want to connect these two, much like we graphed them with lines in the previous chapter, we have to first check and see if we have that bar underneath to indicate whether it's a solid or a dotted line. Well, because we see no bar underneath, we notice that it is in fact a dotted line, and so you should see something like this. Now, we have to go ahead and test the point to see if we're going to shade below this line or above it. Testing the origin 0, 0 is a very, very nice test point to actually choose. So it is 2 times 0 plus 0 larger than 8. 2 times 0 is just 0, plus 0 is 0. Is that larger than 8? Unfortunately, no, it is not. 0 is not larger than 8. We tried this test point 0, 0, did not work out. That means that all of these other points underneath would not work out either, and we'd have to shade them the other way. So then that would be our shaded region for the red line. Looking now at our green one, we see that y is less than or equal to 2. That means on our y-axis, anytime you just have a variable like this is equal to some number, you just go ahead and place a point literally on that axis. So see how we are dealing with just y is less than or equal to 2. On our y-axis, we're going to place a point at 2. Now, since there's no x at all inside this equation, x can literally be anything. And again, we've talked about the standard form and reasons why that is from the second chapter. Now, since we have a bar underneath our inequality, we know that this is going to be a solid line here. We should see something like this. Now going ahead and testing a point off of our line, well, looks like we can choose the origin again. So we're going to test 0, 0. Is 0 less than or equal to 2? Yes, it most certainly is. And as a result, since we tried 0, 0, it worked. That means all of these other points would work as well because we would shade towards that 0, 0. Now just looking to see where do they overlap, it looks like it would be this region right here. That would be our final shaded blue region. Again, that is example 2 from our 3-3 set of notes.